In the dead of winter, on a forgotten country road, a small, shivering bundle of fur huddled against the biting wind. This was Bear, a gentle giant of a dog, left behind with nothing but the fading scent of the family he once knew. His world had shrunk to this one cold, lonely spot. Days blurred into a series of sharp hunger pangs and the gnawing ache of a broken heart. Every passing car was a flicker of hope, a potential return of his loved ones. But each one sped by, leaving him in a cloud of dust and despair. His once bright eyes, now clouded with confusion and sadness, scanned the empty horizon. Why? The question echoed in the silent howls he offered to the moon. He was a good boy. He had always been a good boy. He survived on scraps, on the kindness of a rare stranger who would toss a piece of bread from their car window, on the instinct that told him to keep going. But his spirit was fading. He grew thin, his magnificent coat matted and dirty. The world had become a harsh, unforgiving place. He started to lose hope, believing he was destined to fade away on this lonely roadside, a forgotten memory. One afternoon, as a blizzard began to brew, Bear curled into a tight ball, preparing for the worst. The cold was seeping into his bones, and he was tired, so very tired of fighting. He closed his eyes, ready to let go. But fate, it seems, had a different plan. A beat-up truck, one he hadn't seen before, slowed to a stop. A man named David, his face etched with the kindness of someone who understood suffering, stepped out. He didn't rush, he didn't shout, he simply sat on the frozen ground, a respectful distance away, and spoke in a low, gentle voice. He didn't offer food at first, just presence, just a calm, steady energy that said, "I see you. You are not invisible." For hours, David just sat there, talking to Bear about his day, about the weather, about nothing and everything. Slowly, cautiously, Bear lifted his head. He saw no threat in the man's eyes, only a deep, profound empathy. He took a hesitant step, then another. David extended a gloved hand, not to grab, but as an offering. Bear sniffed it, the scent of warmth and something he hadn't felt in a long time. Safety. He nudged his head into the man's palm, and a wave of relief so powerful it almost buckled his legs washed over him. The touch was a promise. It was the beginning of a new chapter. David gently looped a leash over his head, and for the first time in what felt like a lifetime, Bear willingly followed someone, leaving the lonely road behind forever. The journey to a new life wasn't instantaneous. The first few days in David's home were filled with uncertainty. Bear, now named Leo, would hide in corners, flinching at loud noises, refusing to eat unless David sat on the floor with him. The scars of his abandonment ran deep. He had forgotten how to trust, how to accept love. He would stare out the window, a silent vigil for a past that would never return. David was patient. He understood that healing wasn't a race. He filled Leo's world with quiet consistency, soft blankets, and endless, gentle reassurance. David never raised his voice. He never forced affection. He simply created a sanctuary where Leo could heal at his own pace. He would read aloud in the evenings, his calm voice a soothing balm for the dog's anxious soul. He would take him for long, quiet walks in the woods, allowing Leo to explore and rediscover the world on his own terms. It was on one of these walks that the breakthrough happened. A squirrel darted up a tree, and for the first time, a flicker of the old bear, the playful puppy, ignited in Leo's eyes. He let out a small, playful woof. It was a tiny sound, but for David, it was a symphony. From that day forward, the walls around Leo's heart began to crumble. The tentative tail wags became full-body wiggles of joy whenever David came home. He started bringing toys to David, initiating games of fetch. The hollow look in his eyes was replaced by a bright, intelligent spark. He learned to lean into a hug, to rest his heavy head on David's lap, fully surrendering to the love he was being offered. He was no longer the forgotten dog on the side of the road. He was Leo, a cherished member of a family of two. Leo's transformation was nothing short of miraculous. The once emaciated dog was now strong and healthy, his coat thick and glossy. But the most significant change was one you couldn't see. It was in the way he carried himself, with a quiet confidence and an unwavering devotion to the man who had saved him. He became David's shadow, his constant companion, his furry confidant. Their bond was forged not in convenience, but in the crucible of shared solitude and mutual healing. David saved Leo from the cold, but Leo saved David from a loneliness he never knew he had. This story isn't just about one dog. It's a testament to the incredible resilience of animals and the profound impact of a single act of compassion. It's a reminder that beneath the matted fur and scared eyes of an abandoned pet, there is a soul yearning for a second chance, a heart waiting to love again. Leo's journey from a desolate roadside to a warm, loving home is a powerful message of hope. It proves that no one is truly lost and that the right person can make all the difference in the world. So many animals like Leo are out there, waiting. They wait in shelters, on lonely streets, hoping for their own David to come along. They have so much love to give. If Leo's story has touched your heart, consider visiting your local shelter. Consider being the person who stops, who offers a gentle hand, who rewrites an animal's story from one of tragedy to one of triumph. You may not be able to change the whole world, but you can change the whole world for one deserving soul. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this journey with us. If you believe in the power of second chances, please like this video and follow our channel for more inspiring stories.